Hello, podcast about that members. I don't know. Welcome back to About That. It's been a very long time. The last
we've been like napping for 2 months.
What month was the last time we recorded? October.
October.
It might have been October.
July.
Yeah, definitely
July.
But this was highly anticipated. A lot of you guys are probably freaking out. Please calm down.
Well, yeah. If you peed yet, you should really just turn the episode.
Suck
off.
it back into your
body.
Yeah, you should really. That's just clean that shit up. That's disgusting.
God.
You disgusting. I mean, can you believe our viewers?
No,
They're absolute.
They're animals.
They're animals.
Animals.
And animals.
People come up to me I don't even know and say like, I love the podcast.
I think we can all agree we are famous now.
We are definitely famous. We have 47 subscribers.
Yeah. I mean, like we did get renewed for a season 2.
We did.
And
by ourselves, and our opinions matter the most.
Yeah, because we're famous.
Exactly. We are better than everyone else.
I can't even count to 47. That's how many subscribers we have.
That is so many subscribers. Jesus.
Oh man. So I think a great way to start the show again is with an old tradition. Josh, okay, take it away.
Okay, what story am I gonna tell? All right. Because I'm of age, I recently took driving school and got my permit.
That means he can have sex too.
Yeah, that's very true. I've been having all the sex.
With the car. That's why you need both driver's licenses.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand.
Quite frankly, but
They go dick in hand.
They go dick in.
Oh, I get it.
Continue your story, Joe.
I will continue my story. Anyway, I was registering for my permit because you could actually pre-register for your permit if you so choose. I came across the option to select my political party, and I don't know if I was gonna fill it out because it wasn't really required, but I just saw one option on there, pizza party. That was one of the options for registering your party in the state of Massachusetts, and so I go fuck it, and I just select pizza party, and I got my permit, and now I'm officially registered under the pizza party.
Is like when you did
America.
you not know of the pizza
America.
party? America. Did you not know the pizza party?
I've
before?
heard of it, but I knew nothing about it.
Well, yeah, isn't it like when a bunch of people get together and they're just hanging out and, they have like a nice Italian snack?
I believe that's what it is.
Okay, so Josh texted us a picture of his registration and it said pizza party and we were like, oh, it's funny, haha. And he was like, no, I actually did it.
But really though.
No, he did actually register, and if one of you guys are registering for a permit, there is an actual option for pizza party.
And so I was very confused when he sent us the picture. So I did some sleuthing online, and I looked up Pizza Party Massachusetts.
Oh, and before we start, I believe this is going to be this episode segments.
Oh yes,
so if everyone would pause for the theme song.
Reading stuff from a random source. Listen in to segments.
Thank you.
That's incredible. Just as great as usual. Anyway, so we looked up an article on it, and I found this incredible piece by the enterprisenews.com. Amazing news source. I really recommend it. But they have an interview with the guy that made the party. His name's Josh Freeman. That's
my name, in case you didn't know.
Except for the Freeman part.
Well, yes.
It's half of your name. So, this is how the article starts. Josh Freeman looked around the bar at Emma's Pub and Pizza in Bridgewater during lunch hour last month and made a declaration. This is a typical pizza party. Make that a convention. That's probably funny. I don't really know why, though.
That's pretty funny.
Anyway, so it says, after all, the Reina Man is the founder of the Pizza Party, a political designation that is officially recognized by the state and boasts 184 registered voters enrolled. We believe in cheese pizza as the principle, Freeman, 42, said, though his policies aren't exclusive. You can add pepperoni, mushrooms, and onions.
What a man of the people.
Truly
incredible and amazing.
Definitely like such a Massachusetts thing.
Yeah.
So, and he's 42.
It's very funny. And the guy that was interviewing him, his name's Frederick. It's probably his last name. I don't know what his first name is. So, and he has this whole part where he's like, like he's taking it seriously, and he's treating it like it's a real party, and he does this whole thing. It's like, and of course, Frederick doesn't approve of the pizza party, and he says this. While he isn't bothered by the whimsical party, Frederick noted some in the political world see Freeman's party to be a stunt. Like, clearly. If you have an interest in getting into politics, it's to influence government policy. Otherwise, why get involved, said Frederick. If it's simply just endorsing a food product that you happen to enjoy, but not advocating for the government to do something to further or restrict the product, it does raise questions to what the point of the movement really is.
His own movement.
Oh.
That's very funny. And there's... Freeman has... This is not the only endeavor that Freeman has done. He also he tried to start a religion. I'm trying to find... Here it is. The pizza party isn't Freeman's only big idea. He also started a religion in Massachusetts focused on broadcasting events that he dubbed Live. Later, he had second thoughts and tried to cancel it. But said officials told him religions can't be canceled.
My biggest question is, who were those said officials?
I think we have to do some more research.
To me, this
representatives of the pizza party?
Oh, the interesting fact: the pizza party does not have any representatives. It doesn't have any candidates. It doesn't raise any money. It's just sort of there.
And I'm one of 185, beautiful members. So.
Beautiful.
And of the elite organization. So the elite party. Sorry.
I mean, think about it. It's like less than the top 1%.
So I am the 0.1%.
You're the 0.0000001%. You are the pizza party.
Glad to be. Glad to be.
So I think the ultimate message here is go out there, be an engaged citizen in American politics, and join the pizza party.
Yeah, join the pizza
party. America. Thank you.
I feel like the permit... I don't know if you ran into this, but do you feel like the permit website is just one of those websites that's just, like, annoyingly hard to navigate? It's like iPass or Noodle Tools.
Yeah, I mean, like... That's...
Right?
You're right. I haven't done it yet.
Like, iPass is like, okay, we know where to go, but it's like, do you know what any of those other tabs do on iPass?
Yeah, I've been in them all.
You've been in them?
They, like, do nothing.
Do you know what... Do you, like...
That's, like, a fact.
I can't navigate Noodle Tools at all.
I haven't tried in like a year.
Yeah, same.
For those unfamiliar with Noodle Tools, it's this website we use in school for like making citations, but it's from like 1996.
Oh, it's true.
When like
before books were invented.
Yeah, exactly. Before email.
Yeah.
And I run into I run into websites that suck all the time though. And like ever had a website that like isn't made to work on your phone? So it's just really poorly optimized for swiping.
Yes.
It's
but like
so annoying.
It's too narrow, but when you turn it sideways, it's all squished. So when you're typing on the keyboard, it just takes up the whole screen.
It's
I feel like the moral here is just like everything's kind of shitty.
Yeah, life is horrible.
Yeah, like in like.
I might end it.
Oh. Okay.
But
Want to talk about that?
About that, season 2 starting now.
Man, season 2. That's like
that's more than one.
That's definitely more.
Honestly,
than one. Should there be like different things that like? What do you think we want to add to season 2?
I was talking about. I wanted to change something.
Something to change. Yeah. Do you think we should film? But then we have to like get makeup artists, and it's like.
And then I'd have to like.
Get lighting. And
I already do makeup because I'm just that prepared. But I mean, you two, you'd have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
it definitely
that affects the quality. Yeah, it definitely affects the quality
of your voice. Definitely. I'd say definitely like we could just add more like games and entertainment.
I mean, we actually we were quite on the fence about adding maybe video to this podcast. Today, for example, we were arguing about this. And actually, the camera that I plan to record with hadn't come in yet, and so we agreed. Okay, you know what? We'll just do without video. Maybe we'll just save those special occasions where we feel like video may be necessary.
If like the rabbi comes over, you take out your special china, and
exactly. Yeah, Thank you, Gabe. And
I am just biting into this pencil.
That's very true.
Oh, and we'd be able to see that. We had
video. But then I wouldn't be biting because I would be on film.
It does change our dynamic, I think.
Definitely. We can't do any physical comedy with just
like you don't know what I'm doing with my hands right now.
Yeah, you have no idea what we're doing.
Listen, you're annoying the viewers. Stop. But like, what I don't know. You could like see me picking my nose and like
So back to today.
What? Okay.
We had another take of this podcast that lasted about 30 seconds, and it was interrupted by my camera arriving at the house.
It was 57 seconds.
50? Are you sure?
Was it actually?
I'm positive. positive.
That was pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good camera, but yeah, I said, Josh, it's not gonna come during the podcast, blah 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 blah.
And then
But
bam, there
lo and
it
behold,
was.
57 seconds in, we get a knock on our door, and Josh's camera
And
is
it's Obama.
he's
He's
there,
there,
and he has his camera. And he's like, Josh, your camera.
And we said, get out of here, Obama.
And then he just like went into his helicopter, and then he just escaped.
And he escaped
He was-
and
he
went
was
back
like-
to Alcatraz.
He was like way too embarrassed.
way too late.
I
So
feel
embarrassing.
bad for him. I
Yeah.
really do. He was just trying to like deliver the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Listen, so I'm a fan of Obama,
I am a big fan of
but
Obama.
he's not part of the pizza party.
He is
so-
not part of the pizza party.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't respect him as much as I respect, say like Josh Freeman, who is a real like political thinker and an activist. He created his own party. Did Obama create his own party?
Hey,
he
he
created
created his own religion.
Obama can't compete with that.
It
Yeah.
can't. Well, technically, Obamanism.
What did Obama ever do? Care?
Yeah. What did Obama ever do? Be from Hawaii? Think he likes Hawaiian pizza?
Dude,
Oh my god.
listen.
Oh my god.
No, you can't say that.
I've connected them.
No, listen. That's so racist. You can't just talk about Hawaiian people. You didn't even like. What the hell is wrong? You can't talk about Hawaiian people like that. You just think that all Hawaiian people like Hawaiian pizza?
Gabe, your phone.
I gotta turn notifications off. Okay.
Okay.
Jeez,
Oh,
Louise,
man.
man.
Oh, this is funny. So that was a notification from this tracking app that we have. So a few months ago, my mom signed our whole family up for this app that like tracks your location at all times through your phone, and it's like it sounds creepy, right? So yeah, you can go on the map on your phone, and it tells you the location of every other family member's phone.
You tell me about
That's
this.
At all
weird.
times. I
That's
know.
strange.
Yeah, you guys know about this, but I usually just forget about it, and then if I'm like at a friend's house and I forgot to tell my mom, it's like she's like, "Oh, I know, I know where Gabe is," so it eases her mind a little bit. But funny thing, I'm actually really glad that we got it because
What?
a few weeks ago, I took a bus into Boston for a band event for school,
Yeah.
and I was using my phone on the bus, but right as I got off the bus, my phone fell out of my pocket, and it was on the bus, and I didn't know that until much later. And like 3 hours later, I was looking for my phone, and I was like, "Where could it be? Where could it be?" And it came to me like, "Oh crap! I probably left it on the bus." And it was like worst case scenario because I wasn't taking that bus back to Natick. I was getting driven back, and I just had no idea how I'd find my phone again. So later on that night, I was talking with my brother, and he pulled out his phone, and he was looking at the tracking app, and he was like, "Gabe, look at this. The app must be glitching out because it says that you're back on our street. It had my location as back on our street, like where our house is." And we were thinking about it. We were like, "Oh, the app must be just glitching out." And like a few minutes later, we realized, holy crap, there's a bus depot on my street. So what we figured out happened is the bus company that my school got was based in the bus depot, like literally a block from my house. So they drove my phone all the way back to my house from Boston. And
That's insane. Wait,
Yeah,
so
that
what
is-
was like your reaction? Like how long did it take you to realize that? That's absolutely amazing.
it was gradual. Like we had the idea, and we were like, "Oh, there's a bus depot on the street. Wouldn't it be weird if like they had driven back there?" And we were like, "Huh, that explains the location services thing." And like it just like the piece like it slowly came together, and then eventually we were like, "That is the weirdest thing ever."
That's-
What are the odds?
That's the
What are the
craziest
odds?
coincidence ever.
That's a good story. How was senior districts? Good?
Senior districts, I enjoyed
They don't
it
know
a
what
lot.
that is.
How many light bulbs?
They're idiots. They don't know.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
they're animals.
How many light bulbs were out in the ceiling?
That's a very good question. It was like a whole row of light bulbs was out in the
Hate
ceiling.
that.
Did you?
Yeah.
This is the Boston Latin School is where the senior district band performs, and it's a beautiful auditorium, and they have like like a bunch of famous people went to Boston Latin. So if you look on the ceiling, it just has the names of a bunch of famous people. It's like, oh, Josh Franklin and like Josh Freeman, of course.
Oh, of course.
Famous political
Famous
political
and
religious
Messiah. He is owner.
Wait, so is he
started a religion?
Is he the prophet of his religion?
1000%.
Oh, clearly he's the new Muhammad.
Yeah.
He is the prophet Pizza Muhammad.
He is pizza.
But anyway, so the Boston Lions school, like there are a bunch of lights on the ceiling that are always out, like, and they never replace them. And that's what Tyler was referring to. If you were,
it annoys me because
Tyler has OCD.
I most likely.
It is confirmed
By whom?
by me
And me.
and
the eyes of Pizza Party God. May he rest in peace.
God bless.
God bless Pizza Party.
America.
Why are they based around cheese though?
Oh, I forgot to read that part. Okay.
It's too late. It's
You're right.
It's too late.
We can't talk about that, Tyler.
Listen,
it's already.
you're just gonna have to live with this for the rest of your life. And that's true.
I cannot stop putting my mouth on this pencil.
I'm throwing it.
But they
Don't
can't
do it.
see that. Why don't we have a poll?
I'm gonna throw it.
A poll?
A poll to see if our viewers would like video.
Okay.
And that'll put in the poll section of the, because you can make polls on YouTube, I believe.
But I'll just be like really disappointed by like the tiny amount of answers we get, and then I'll.
Yeah, I can just put it on my Instagram story.
You think
I'm gonna pull up my Instagram story right now. People will see it, and then when this comes out, they'll get it.
That's actually it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
Wait, what would the poll be?
Do you know? Okay, do you know what's funnier though?
Video or no video for the podcast.
Video
No,
or no
no.
video. Do you know you'll probably get more responses to that poll on your private Instagram story than we'd get on like our YouTube channel,
Ooh, yeah.
which is
That's sad, but I'm gonna do a poll
The
right
fans
now.
we do have are devoted, though.
the poll. Tyler's making the poll.
Maybe you should. I was saying earlier, what if we did like a live video to the About That Instagram right now as we're recording?
No,
That'd be
'cause-
something.
no.
It defeats the purpose of
It defeats the
publishing
purpose.
it later.
I'm gonna do a poll. Where is it?
I don't know. I don't know how to use Instagram.
Poll. Okay.
You're right.
Um,
I'd get too meta.
Should we have video on about that?
No,
That's the
we
question.
can't have them know that it's
No, why don't you post the About That in? Like,
No, he's doing
No,
it
no,
private.
no,
He
no.
already did.
it's not private.
It's your.
It's just on my Instagram.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Well, what would it would be like? I don't want to say that it's a for about that.
Video on a podcast? Yes or no? That's good.
Video on a
Maybe they'll think it's like a general question.
video on a podcast.
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
Okay, wait. Let's do different answers than yes or no.
No,
How
but
about,
that's
like,
what you want.
yee or knee.
Yeah,
Yeet or neat?
yeet or neat.
They'll know.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay,
Okay.
let's change the. Can we change the font of this?
You're spending. Oh my god.
Shut up.
This is like too,
Shut up.
This waste of time. It's taking up too much time. I don't like it.
Okay, I'm taking a sip of water. Wait, can we have like a 30-second water break? Not 30-second. Like 5 second.
5 seconds.
Everyone get your water.
4,
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm doing it.
2,
Eat or neat.
1, and we're back.
And we're back. That's gonna be so cryptic and funny.
Oh, you are like literally the coolest
I would
guy.
say yeet.
Okay.
Oh, I'd say.
I would
I
say-
mean, our voice matters.
Our voice does matter.
Our voice is the only
Where's
thing
my
that
water?
they hear.
Gabe, is that my water?
No, it's my water. There's no proof.
Can I drink your water?
You can have a sip.
We should all take a sip of the water.
Oh,
Here, let me- give me a sip.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get a herpes.
We are literally doing nothing right now.
Okay. So this week in school.
Hashtag content. This is content.
It's content. So
Content.
this week in school are the midterms, which, of course, everyone knows what those are. I don't have to describe what
Yeah.
those are.
Yeah, I don't have to describe. Everyone knows.
I mean, our viewers may not go to school.
They're all homeless people. They're living on the streets.
They're
Yeah.
dumb. Oh, I'm touching the mic.
How could anyone
good.
listen to this if they didn't have a home?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
We need to
like,
start an initiative to bring about that to homeless people everywhere.
Yeah. You should like play it on like the video billboards
Yeah. I continue with the midterms.
or like on PA system.
We're gonna go like Fenway Park and in the jumbotron. It's like, oh, this game is sponsored by about that. If
So
we're
many-
homeless,
So many things.
watch us now.
I just realized so many things have happened since the last podcast.
A lot of
All of drum corps happened since our last.
drum
Oh,
corps.
wow.
Is that true?
We gotta talk.
Fiddler on the Roof.
We gotta talk about drum.
Roof.
We need to talk about
Oh,
drum
the
corps.
old woman story with the drum corps and Fiddler.
What?
Oh,
That's a good story. Yeah.
Tell that
Tyler,
story.
Tyler, it's your turn.
No, I don't know. I don't know the story.
I do. She actually lives on the street. Okay, so how did drum corps start? I forget.
Basically, last year during lunch, Gabe and a few other people and Josh would just take random percussion equipment and march around the school. They really liked it and they're fun. Well, they're all musicians, but they were just kind of messing around. This year, we kind of thought as a joke, but kind of not as a joke, to actually put together a drum line. And we went to our band teacher and was like, "Hey, we want to do that." And our band teacher was like, "Do you want to like do this for real?" And we're like, "Sure."
Like kind
So we actually started doing a real drum line, and Josh will pick up the story from there.
Okay, so we actually started doing a real drum line, and then later down the line, our band director asked us, "Hey, the Thanksgiving."
Wait, no. I better, yeah. Let's tell this whole thing is really funny.
The whole thing.
I want to talk from like all like you can't jump to the. Let's see. Like, so we did this drum. We started this drum line, and we go to our band teacher, and we're like, "Can we do this? And can we perform at this football game in October?" And he was like, "Yeah,
you gotta do an impression of him."
He was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta."
Here's my impression.
Oh, it's really good. Want to hear my impression?
That was like spot on.
Sounded just so he basically was like, "Okay, we need permission, blah blah blah," and we're like, "Okay." So one of the administrators that we got permission from actually told the band teacher that the crazy dumb drum line that we did last year, he loved it for some reason, even though we were just marching around the school in circles,
literally slamming
drums together. It doesn't matter. And we're like, "Oh wow, okay." So basically, we were like, "Okay, we gotta rehearse, blah blah blah," and it gets to the time of our first October gig at the football game. And Mr. Chisholm, our band teacher, was basically, "Okay, guys."
We gotta bleep out his name.
We do? Okay.
Mr.
Chisholm.
All right.
Okay.
Was basically like, "Oh, like we didn't have a lot of rehearsals, and we're like, okay, Mr. Bleep, can we like
Yeah,
is this still on?" And he's like, "Yes, and also you're playing at Fenway Park on November." And we were like, "What?" So
That's all of us in unison.
yeah,
Just,
we were scheduled.
3, 2, 1.
What?
That's
So
what it was like.
basically, we went from not doing it to doing it and being like, "Oh yeah, you're also playing literally at Fenway Park," and so we were like, "Frick."
There's probably a YouTube video up of it.
Yeah,
somewhere,
there is.
Right?
Well, we
Yeah.
can link in this.
If
there
you
actually?
want, if there is, we'll link it. We'll link it.
Yeah,
Well, like it. Then basically, and yeah. So Josh, take the story from there.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting you before.
So, wait.
I just, you're about to reveal that we're gonna play at Fenway Park, and I wanted to make that. Story.
Okay, thank you for filling in the gaps, Tyler. So yeah, we got this really, really monumental announcement, and we were just, we went from just a couple of no good hooligans just banging some stuff around the school to like, whoa, we're playing at this like actually big venue in this like well known like this stadium, like this stadium. No, the stadium the state is known for. So it's
right. I mean, it's called Massachusetts for a reason.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's named after Fenway Park.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
And obviously we one of the members, should I say his name, wrote
Whoa.
okay.
wrote us our songs that we were playing. He's a
We'll call
percussionist.
him
Green Bean.
Green Bean. All right.
Okay, so Green Bean writes us our songs, and we try and rehearse as much as possible with everyone. So leading up to the Fenway game, and one of our rehearsals were in my neighborhood, the neighborhood we are in now, which is my neighborhood, and we.
Which neighborhood is that? Your neighborhood? All right.
Yeah, pretty much. So like, we're rehearsing, but not enough people shows up. So not enough people show up. I'm bad.
So bad.
I'm bad. And so we're basically just figure, hey, let's just stick around because not enough people are here to actually make some progress on what we're doing. And so we start just walking around my street, just like banging and just making.
Wait, this is near Veterans Day, right?
This was on Veterans Day.
On Veterans Day.
That's important to the story.
We had
So
a
this
day
was-
off of school,
Yeah.
so we just figured we'd rehearse because
Yeah.
it was kind of.
Well, why wasn't I there?
I don't know. Maybe you should have
Were
been
you-
there because there's a rehearsal.
Yeah, wait, Gabe, were you there?
I was there.
Yeah,
I
Gabe was
forget
there.
where it was.
And so, yeah, we are marching just in our street, just like making
Picture this.
making the best noise.
Picture this in a rural neighborhood, completely silent. Like it's a holiday
Rural
afternoon.
is the wrong word.
Whatever, not
Suburban.
Suburban.
Very suburban.
But it's isolated. It's like no huge main roads nearby. Like totally silent. Nice rolling hills. And it's just like five kids walking through with like huge bass drums and cymbals, making the loudest, most random noise you could ever imagine.
Yeah. And it turned out great, and we ended up performing at Fenway, and it was fine. It
What
was
about
like
the old woman?
it was negative 90 degrees Kelvin.
That was funny.
I just realized that doesn't make sense. And yeah, it turned out fine. And I should point out, so that happened, and this is the second part of the story. Our high school for our high school's winter musical, we did a production of Fiddler on the Roof, and the important part is on one of the last shows, an old woman approaches one of the members. We'll call
of drum corps.
Of drum corps.
We'll call him Lima Bean.
Lima Bean.
Lima Bean.
Yeah. So this old woman approaches Lima Bean, and she tells him, I heard you playing the drums on Veterans Day for Veterans Day, and it was so beautiful that I cried. And
it took him a minute to figure out what she was talking about.
Because, like, how could you, like, equate, like, playing something beautiful on the drums for Veterans Day for us just walking up and down making a bunch of noise?
And they're not wearing uniforms. They're not hats.
We're not coordinated. We're just, like, everywhere in the street.
Yeah, we're like walking in the middle of the road, not even in a line.
No, old people, they can't see or hear anything, so, you know.
Hey, whoa! 50% of our audience is over 80.
And that's a fact.
That is fact.
But yeah, so if she's like living in that house, like just across the street from you.
No.
So we gotta keep it down, make sure she doesn't hear what we're talking about.
She's not that deaf.
Yeah.
I think that's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's how did like Lima Bean, he didn't even know, like he had forgotten that we even rehearsed on Veterans Day, much less like had a performance, and he was like he told me that he was confused for like a good like 15-20 seconds that he like
Who was?
Lima Bean.
Oh.
That he had like no idea what she was talking about, and then he was like, "Oh," when we were dicking around and walking up and down the street doing nothing.
I love that story.
Wait a second. I've been thinking about Fenway a lot. I was thinking about it this morning. It was a very fun experience for me.
The whole Fenway thing was, I don't know. I don't really like. I liked the drum corps experience, but I just didn't like the whole Fenway thing. Was just kind of a like.
I said this there.
It's really cold.
And I'll say it here.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really appreciated indoor heating as much until after that game.
It was extremely cold.
I was uncomfortable the entire time. It was just I just hate cold weather. I much rather prefer to be in like 110 degree weather than like 20 degree weather.
Which is why you want to live in California.
Yeah, I'd like to move to California when I'm older.
Let's hear
specifically
about
the San Diego area. You know, I just love sand.
Eggo.
That's the only reason.
And Eggo's waffles.
Sand, good weather, and Eggo waffles.
Sand,
unrelated.
No,
their Eggo waffles are the best there.
All right.
Wait, no, listen though. I want to say, a few years ago, Josh, you mentioned to me. This is many years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. You said that your family was thinking about moving to San Diego.
No, that was my dad, because at the time his work was based in like San Diego, and everyone from I'm probably remembering this wrong, but everyone from where he was working was like, "Oh, you gotta move because like business is here and you're in that place."
How is he doing? How is he working?
He was like
so far away?
He took a bunch of business trips to San Diego. It was like a lot, but I don't know. I don't know if he's like consulting with that company anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what does your dad do?
He's like consults for medical device companies.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't he also a filmmaker?
He's like, that's like his thing. Like he with his companies, he's like, hey, you guys need videos made, and then he makes the videos for them.
Okay.
And
so is that his form of consulting, or what?
No, he consults with the business, but he just does the video stuff on the side.
Oh,
because he wanted to be a filmmaker when he was young, but he never did.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, I actually never knew that. I thought his main job was
Same.
Oh no, he does all the boring business stuff mainly.
Okay.
But the video stuff is just what he likes to do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
That is really cool.
So you don't know if he works with the San Diego company anymore?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
Okay. But I remember there's a chapter you were telling me that like, oh, you know, like I might be moving to San Diego this year and I might never see you guys again, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then I never heard about it again.
Yeah, no, back then I just said things instead of saying them.
I remember you told me that like I don't know, you told me that like your house was small and you're sad because you got never go on trips. And then I went to your house and I was
Please
like,
don't bring this up. This is when I was like 9. Come
and then I went to your house and I was like, this is not small. And then like the next
you go on trips
5 consecutive years, you went to like Bermuda. And I was like, wow. You know what? I'm just gonna be friends with Josh
I'm Joss.
I was 9. I just said things. I
You did say
hate that. I
things.
hate the person I once was.
Actually?
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't we all?
Time for What's Irking Tyler.
Nice transition.
That was a good transition. All right, that was good. All right. For you new season 2ers, I would say that it's a good point for What's Irking Tyler. So let's have some silence for that intro.
What is Irking Tyler?
As good as always.
new.
That's so amazing.
Good. And what is irking me, Gabe? May you ask?
Well, it is winter time.
Ask what's irking me.
Hey.
You're not doing my job.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
God.
Tyler, I'm
What
sorry.
do you want?
I just
All
want,
right.
listen.
What do you want?
I just want to apologize.
All right.
No, for real. I know this means a lot to you, and you're my friend, Tyler. Listen, you've been my friend for a long time, and I really care about you, and I know how much this means to you, and
Anyways,
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry I fucked it up. Okay, I'm really sorry.
What is irking me? Funny, you may ask, Gabe. Nothing is irking me right now
This
because
is a first.
it
in about
is-
that history.
it is the winter, and for the first time in podcast history, it is the ski season during podcasting, and
America.
I am so happy that no skiing. There's nothing that's irking me.
Absolutely nothing.
So
Okay then.
yeah, that's
I don't.
one-
I guess.
I guess.
I guess about that podcasts.com.
This is kind of nonsense. What we're
This
doing
is
right
nonsense. I think we should close out the episode with some good music.
now. Really? Okay.
You want to grab your guitar, Josh?
You know what? Maybe I just may do that.
Is
All
it
right.
on?
Yeah, it's on.
That's great.
You got that overdrive on.
Oh yeah.
One little note.
That's gonna note.
Oh yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
All right,
that is
Josh. What do you want,
noise.
Gabe? What kind of music?
See okay, so what I was thinking that we may do is you know that song "Bad to the Bone."
Yeah. I recall.
Something fun you can do with that song is you can just replace it with anything. I'll give the audience an example. So I was fishing for fish, and you could just fill it in with anything you want. And I thought we'd go in a circle, or I guess in a line because we're sitting in.
Which
a
way
line.
should we go? This way?
Me, Tyler, Gabe,
All
All
right.
right. I'm
and
repeating.
and we'll just come up with our own lines of the song, and it'll just be fun.
It's improv. I'm thinking. It's
Hey,
going. It's going. I'm
improv
thinking.
club,
Let's
yeah.
You
go.
gotta think on your feet, and you gotta
Yeah, beat.
smell on your.
You're gonna start.
And then you gotta eat your skeet.
All right. Okay. So am I get started?
You're gonna start.
Yeah.
That means Gabe, you will continue with the chorus.
Okay.
Okay. So,
All right. Cool. I'll
Alright.
cue you in for the chorus when that happens.
All right.
Or no. Wait, you.
Yeah, no, it's
you
good.
cue. Okay,
I'll
yeah,
just
yeah,
make
you'll-
it happen.
Yeah. You'll be
Okay.
good.
Cool.
Here we
Cool.
go.
Cool. All right. So you ready?
Yeah. Let's
All
go.
right. I went down to the creek.
Yeah, made of creeks.
I got 2 toads on my feet.
And then they left.
But they're on my right foot.
They hopped over to the left.
And then they said,
Oh yeah, what did they say, Gabe?
They said.
Oh, they say.
What did they
say, Josh? What did they say?
I'll tell you what they said.
Gabe, what did they say?
Oh, I'll tell you what they said.
Right after this.
Well, I went down to the store.
And I bought 2 more.
And I put them on my left foot.
Whoa, what a nice store it was.
Took out
And that's when I knew.
I had on 2 left shoes.
I got 2 left feet.
And that's been my defeat.
I eat my ski.
I took out a mortgage on my home.
And it was pretty nice.
Oh, ice.
It's time for the chorus.
Oh, ice, ice, ice. Ice, ice. Let's got one more verse now, Josh. Take it away. Okay. All right.
I went to Comic-Con.
Oh, come on.
I had my shoes on.
And it was a mighty fine day.
Oh, look at the Comic-Con.
Remember those toads from earlier?
I sure do, Gabriel.
Wait a minute, that toad has a gun.
The other toad's got a rocket launcher.
This is some bad news.
They're coming right for us.
And what did they say?
I'll tell you what they said.
Oh, Gabe, tell me what they said.
I'll tell you what they said.
Right after this.
This.
Chorus!
Yeah! What did they say? What did they say? What did they say? What did they say with a Break it down, Josh. Break it down. Break it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that was great.
That was really good.
It's gonna be on the next album.
That is gonna be on the next album. Don't
exactly
EP.
that.
Well, guys. I mean, how was that?
Yeah, you got a treat. You got a long episode.
That was a long episode, guys. That's 36 minutes for you
And
guys.
45
seconds.
seconds.
So 8, 9,
but
10.
Thank you guys for stopping in and sticking around for our podcast. We really enjoyed doing it, and we definitely want to bring you some more cool stuff for season 2. But I would say, without further ado, I forget how we ended it. It's been a pleasure.
It has been.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.